Hi, my name's Jace from Hamilton. It's my 8th or 9th time with Clayton now, and this weekend I've brought down 2 of my kids with me.
Hi, my name's James. This is my 2nd time down with Clayton, and I'm looking forward to getting into hunting.
Hi, my name's Kimberly, and this is my 1st time hunting with Clayton.
Been. Alright, as you heard, Jason's been with us a few times before, and James has been here once before. First time Kimberly's been here. So the weather's pretty average, but we're here and we're going to make the most of it, and there's lots of deer on this place, so chances of getting one tonight's pretty high, but we'll see how we go. So follow us and see how we get on this trip with these guys from Hamilton.
Shoot.
So what setup have you got here, Jace?
Just the original Hauer 308, blue barrel with a Hardy suppressor and just a 3x9x50 scope.
Right, so the guys are all set up there. We've been through firearm safety, health and safety, and all the checks that we need to do. We know where all the safe spots are to go to if there's an emergency and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And young James is first up on the rifle. You're all sorted, eh, James? Confident?
Yep.
Alright, we'll go and see if we can find an animal, eh?
Sweet.
Alright, let's get into it. How's that rifle, bro?
Sweet. Chamber empty.
Yep.
Bolt closed. Mag in. Safe.
Sweet. To stop walking. You wind that very power up.
Yep.
Yep. Yep, just go when you're ready, mate. Okay, just squeeze it off nice and slowly. Dog to another. Sit down, Flynn. Oh no, you got him. Beautiful. Yeah, I've just seen the bullet come out the other side.
There we go.
Good stuff, mate. Beautiful shot.
Yes.
Good shot, buddy.
Good stuff, James. Nice, mate. Just lift that bolt up for us. Beautiful, mate. Good stuff. Put it here, brother. Good stuff, mate.
Very much.
Awesome. 75 metres.
5 metres.
I thought you went high, but it was just a bullet going through and out the other side and sprayed on the grass on the other side, so it was good. Yeah, can't go wrong with 308, brother. Rightio, James, we've got you on the spot there, mate. Nice shooting, 175 metres. That was the easy bit, brother.
Yep.
Now we've got to bloody wander down here, and it's just lying down the base of that bloody tree there. So me and James are just going to go and recover the deer, and Jace and Kimberly are going to go back and get a bite for us. There's a little face up here that there might be a couple of deer pop out. I've seen them up there last week, so they're going to have a quick look for those ones before they go back and get the bike as well. So now the work begins, mate. Let's go. Well, Flynn and I have got down to this deer, but it's actually pretty scungy. It must be got something wrong with it. She's a little runty fucking thing. There's not much fat on it, but I guess we won't waste it. We'll cut him up and get back up to the top up here. Here's James sitting up there. I'm a little bit dusty today. Bloody alcohol. It's no good. I had a few beers last night and probably had a few too many. But I'm feeling quite dusty. But this will be good for the hangover. Chuck this little fella on my back. He's only the size. My day bag's probably heavier than him. And we'll get back up to the top, eh, Funny? Main. Well, take it back up to the top. Don't know if it is such a good cure for a hangover, but I feel like I'm going to chuck. It's only the size of a handbag. But we're just at the top anyway. Me and Flynn. So we'll just go back up. The Whanganui Rudder hunting special here. Chicken, coleslaw and potatoes for tea.
Well, what's left of it?
We got a bit hungry before the potatoes got ready and had to dig in. James has got his deer on the deck tonight. 175 metre shot. What did you think about it, James?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Let's hope we get something tomorrow.
Yep, so we've got five deer to get, eh? Or we've got 40 to get, so one more to get. God, my brain's not working today. That's what alcohol does to you.
1 down, 4 to go.
1 down, 4 to go. That was a lot easier to say. Right, we'll see you in the morning. Unless you want to watch Jason eat that potato. Alright. See you in the morning. Oh, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Bit of snoring going on last night, I heard.
Definitely.
I never complained.
Yeah, neither did I. Well, I definitely feel a lot better this morning. I was feeling a bit dusty yesterday. I fucking had a few beers before I took my clients out the night before, and obviously had a few effects of that yesterday, and feeling like absolute shit. So definitely feeling like a box of fluffy ducks this morning. So yeah, my whole mindset's changed and everything now. I've got a positive attitude and everything. So hopefully we can find these guys. They want another 4 deer. So we've got one last night, but it's a little bit scungy. So yeah, I'd like to find a couple of good sized ones to sort of make up for the small one. There's a few reeds around, so we know where some are. We're seeing last time there's 4 good red spikers just not far from the hut here. So hopefully we can bump into one of those, Jason. That'll sort of make up for that small one last night.
Yeah, with some luck.
Well,
I'm getting good at carrying the rifle, but I haven't shot yet. So.
Yeah, hopefully this morning will be right for us. That wind's died right off too. It looks like it might be a bit overcast. This bugger will stars out, but I think we'll be right. We'll just see how we go, eh?
Yeah, I think the wind stuffed us up last night more than anything else. So it was swirling around heaps.
Yeah, and we sussed out a couple of spots too last night. We've seen where some deer were coming out, but it was just sort of too late by the time they come out to get round there and get a shot. So that's our backup for this evening.
Joyce?
Well, there you go, guys. 2 on the deck straight away for this morning. She was a little bit rushed with the camera. We sort of come up over the hill and the deer are out on this good grass heading back to the bush basically, and we put the jump on them well, we didn't really put the jump on them, we just drove the bikes up the hill and they're all beelining it back to safety, but we managed to cut these 2 off, and one's a nice young little buck that probably had a little bit of potential for here anyway, but we thought we'd take them. Jace wants 5 deer, so there's an opportunity there and we need it. The weather's been a bit crap and the forecast ain't that flash either, so what do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, no, good start to the day.
Pretty good.
And some pretty good shots, pretty tough shots. Clayton put me under pressure, but managed to pull off a couple, so that's alright.
265.
Yeah, so it's not too bad for a good start. So,
No.
Yeah, happy.
Awesome. Now, so what we'll do now, guys, is we'll just we'll field dress these, so we'll take their heads off and stomach out and let them start cooling down, and then we're just going to head up over the hill here and hopefully you can pick up another one. push them all back into the scrub. So we'll head over to the next ridge. I'll try our luck over there.
Bugger, eh? They just didn't quite stay there long enough.
Yeah, bugger. So we just spotted 4 yearlings back from the bikes, and the Perry started squawking, so they're on the move. We had to boost it down here, and we just got here. Just caught the last 2 going back over the top of the ridge, but they're gone. Let's see if you can hear me if there's one. There's a goat there, so we're going to let James shoot this goat on the track. Yep, go when you're ready. Oh, beautiful.
Awesome shot, mate.
Nice, good, clean kill.
Here's your first goat, buddy.
Blood, get her behind. First goat, was it?
James's first goat, yeah.
Oh, nice. It's a billy goat too, so we'll take the horns and
Get a head out of that one.
take a bit of meat as well if we want.
Yeah, when we got up here, the last 2 were just going over the gap here into the bush. So we weren't quite quick enough to get a shot.
Well, James, you bloody got your goat wings now.
Yeah,
A Gorty.
my first ever goat.
It's a nice billy goat too, so he's got a cool skin on him, so I reckon we'll take that skin, and you've got some little horns there, and we'll take a bit of meat as well. That'll go in good with your sausages. Give it a nice goaty flavour.
Sweet.
Awesome. So yeah, we got those 2 deer this morning, but we haven't had much luck with this weather, and everything's a bit chewed out at the moment, so we're going to bloody sort this goat out. We've got a couple of little spots we can have a look at on the way back. This morning's pretty much done and dusted, really. Gorte. That's going to be a cool skin. I'll tan that up for young James there, and he can wear that to his next bloody disco at school. Oh, guys are getting ready. This is our second to last hunt for this trip. We've got 3 deer in the chiller or in the meat safe at the moment, and we're wanting another 2 if we can, maybe some more, just depending on how it works out. We're going to head back up to the top tonight and try our luck up there. Hopefully we can pick up a couple up there, and if not, we've got a bit of a backup plan. We've seen some deer over here last night when I was hungover and feeling really sick actually, but there's a bit of a backup plan as well. Not that the backup plans work, but we have one. So we're going to be losing a member of the team.
Yeah, 1 man down, he's burnt out. He's shot a steer and shot his goat, so he's satisfied, and he's going to sit by the warm fire and watch TV.
Yeah, he's got his he's got his nice little trophy goat head there, and a nice wee skin as well to take home. So I'll sort that out for you. I'll tan that up for you, mate, and that'll come up really nice. So
well, it just goes to show, you know, it's not about shooting the animals. You know, he's shot what he's wanted to shoot, and he's happy, so he's happy to relax now. So, you know,
I'm all good to relax now.
just put your feet up.
Experience that he wants, and he's happy.
Yeah, that's awesome, eh?
Yeah.
That's the main thing, as long as you're happy. And you got some venison to take home. We were just saying before, or last night, as we have a bit of a yarn around the table about value for money and stuff like that. If you're coming out for a hunt and you're taking some venison home, if you were to buy like a one average sort of size deer from one of these trips from a supermarket, it was cut up, you're looking at about $20-something a kilo. So you're averaging sort of, a small one would be 20 kilos to sort of 35 to sometimes a big one 50 kilos. 50 bucks is cheap. Yeah, so you know, $400 for a small one is not bad. So you're getting your money's worth really, plus you're getting the experience and meals cooked and guide and accommodation and all that sort of stuff as well. So
Well, that's the
must
thing,
be
you know,
reasonably good. You've been back.
And that's the big thing. It's like, you know, I get to bring the kids down. They get to have the experience and a bit of fun. You know, it's on a, you know, private station, so we're not in danger of being shot by somebody else. And you know, they get to have the experience. They get to learn something, and we get to take home free range meat.
Good little mob in there. We should be able to sneak around the top, I reckon. Okay. We'll take the blame if not.
No pressure.
No pressure. Fuck sakes. Right, so we spotted a few deer. We were here last night. The deer are onto us because the wind, sheep and shit. So hopefully we can get a shot of these ones. They're about 350 away, but we'll try and close the gap to maybe 150, 200 max. See what happens. shot. Up to the right. Left, sorry, left. Up through the bush. They'll be just here somewhere. If he's country, shoot him. There you go, lie down, lie down. Right, what was that, Jason?
We spotted some. We're sneaking in on the ones we had seen.
They were just over here.
Just over here. So we wanted to close the gap and we walked through the trees and there was 3 feeding through the trees. So Glenn said, we'll take that one because it's a spiker, so there's one more. So I took that one and then a whole lot of them started heading through and he's like, take another one, take another one. I was like, I don't want to shoot a stag. There's a couple of real good ones in there and some spindly ones, but when they're going through the bush I couldn't see above their eyes until they hit the gap, and by then they were turning away from me, so I didn't want to take it back of the head shot in case I had it up the bum, so I stayed safe and didn't pull the trigger.
Perfect. It's good.
Especially I don't want to shoot one of Clayton's trophy ones.
It's good to see for you guys that want to come out here and shoot a nice buck. That's another 2 nice bucks we've seen today. We've seen a couple of nice ones up the top, so there's 4 I would class as sort of trophies for Whanganui anyway that we've seen today. So
there's 2 this morning that were really good. There's 2 in that mob there that were pretty reasonable, that would be good next year, you know. Another year and they'd be good ones. Well, what I would consider good ones is Joe Blogs, you know.
I mean, at least we got one. Well, it looked like it was hit in the spine, but we'll get over there and have a look, eh? Hopefully he's still there.
Should be.
Should be. We just ran out here. We're back over and behind us. Jay shot that spiker. He only had little tiny spikes too, so that's why I let him shoot it. And then we thought we'd rush out here because once he fired, all hell broke loose in the bush. There must have been 10 or so deer in the bush there, and could have got a shot, but Jay, as he said, he didn't want to shoot a stag. Couldn't see the tops of their heads. From the angle that I was, I tried to get the camera on, but it was focusing on all sorts of shit. But yeah, we thought we'd just try and rush out here and maybe catch some, but they've already fucked off. But that's good, we don't have to go right at the back now. We've got, well, pretty sure we've got one on the deck, so I think we'll head over to what our plan B was going to be this morning. And as you guys know, the guys that have been hunting with me before, the plans change from A to B, sometimes we've even got to Z. I mean, we'll go and have a look at the spiker, eh?
Yep, we'll just make this gun safe, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Safe, chamber empty, bolt closed, lock on, empty.
Sweet. Well, Jace.
Well, I suppose it's what happens when you rush and you don't check what you just shot, eh?
I could see it still had its head up after your shot, but I didn't want you to fire another shot because I knew that other mob of deer was over here, and I was sort of hoping it wasn't going to spook them, but as it was, it spooked them anyway. But this guy still had his head up when we sort of ran off after these other deer, and it looked like he was hitting the spine, and I think he's got up and buggered off. There's not even any blood. Might have just nicked his spine enough to knock him down, and he's got back up. Flynn's having a bit of a look around, but I think he might be long gone. Oh yeah, just goes to show, doesn't always go to plan, I suppose. Damn. Here I was counting all our chickens as well.
Lesson learned, eh?
Yeah.
Should have just given it the second and the
Yep.
second one and taken what was there.
100%.
I thought it was a little high in the shoulder, but I didn't think you'd get it and run.
Quite a bit of hair there. There's no blood. You can see where it's been kicking around on the ground there. Bugger! So it looks like we're going to have to go back to plan A. Just how it goes sometimes. I think you've got all the eggs in the basket, and then
That's cool.
they all fell out and broke.
Count your chickens, eh?
Yeah. The good thing is this deer will probably survive. For any of you people thinking he's a poor deer running around with a bullet in its shoulder, there's no blood on the ground, so it's just nicked its spine, which is enough to knock it down, paralyse it for a few minutes, and then it's come to. It was had its head up when we left it, but obviously I said before, those other deer are running off, so we're trying to be greedy and get another one. In hindsight, we should have just made sure this one was down first, and it obviously wasn't, and it's got back up and buggered off. Dog's got no scent to go off because there's a whole lot of other deer scent around here, so there's no blood trail for him to smell.
If it was a vital shot, it's 165 grain 308 at 40 yards.
Yeah.
You know, it was just me rushing a little bit, pulled the trigger at shot too high on it. You know, should have just taken the extra couple of seconds to breathe a bit more and
Place
just rush the shot.
Yep.
You know.
And that's what happens when you hunt. It's just sometimes it doesn't work out, even a sitter like that.
Even a sitter like that.
And the amount of hair that's on the ground, so it's definitely skimmed it. There's hair there, more hair there, but no blood.
No blood.
Which doesn't normally mean anything as well sometimes when there's no blood, but there's quite a bit of hair. Oh well, start again, bugger.
Start again.
Right, so we thought we'd had it in the bag back there, obviously didn't. Couldn't find that deer. I'm 100% sure that deer's going to survive. It's just sort of nicked its spine enough to shock it, to knock it over, and because there's other deer there, we're in a rush. Said it before, don't need to repeat myself. So we're back up the top again, and we've got to try our luck up here. I'm pretty sure we should be able to get something up here. Well, we'll see what happens.
Make me climb another bloody hill.
So we've got a little scungy one there. And there's so we're just going to sit it tight, and hopefully they come out 220 to that little one, but he's a scungy little fella, so we don't really want to shoot him. We want something with a bit of meat on it. Yeah, just go when you're ready, Jace. Good shot. It's 250 over there.
Well,
We're shooting one of those fucking nights. Jesus. Old Jace's gun is not shooting straight, I don't think. This is the first deer. Flynn took us around through the bush here, and he put us onto it. We had to give it another one in the Swede, obviously, to finish it off, but fuck, hey Jace, whatever could go wrong on this hunting trip has gone wrong.
I tell you what, it's just fucking ended in a nightmare.
Wind.
This morning, 2 deer, 2 kills at 265, not a problem, but somewhere on the line we must have bumped it, or fucking, I don't know.
So
this one was only 190, mate, and you know, I pointed straight in the shoulder and was shooting a fucking foot to the left.
yeah.
So
Well, main thing is at least we've got this one, mate. That's the main thing.
yeah.
And there's maybe another 2 that's hit. Obviously that was a bit dark. We got this one on film, but it was a bit grainy because it was running out of light. But Flynn took us into this one, so luckily we've got one. It's a nice size hind as well, and there's another couple around in another spot. This is the hunting guide's nightmare.
That's not the way I want things to go either.
But hey, it's all right. This is all part of the experience, mate, and as long as we can recover them and put these animals out of the misery, then I'm happy.
Well, that's the thing, you know, at least we managed to recover it.
Yep, no, we'll just sort this one out and then we'll go and see if we can find these other ones, eh?
Yeah, sweet.
Oh well guys, I think that concludes the end of the trip. It's the last morning and we got a bit of a sleep in.
Kind of needed it after last night.
Yeah, we had to put a bit of work in last night. There was a few shots that sort of drifted back a little bit and into stomachs and bits and pieces, which we don't really plan to do. But
Well, not really ideal, but I think we just didn't allow for the wind drift up there, eh? I think that wind howling through that gully just misjudged it a little bit, the crosswind.
yeah, there's quite a bit of wind funneling through that little gut right where the deer were.
Yeah, so just sort of just drifted the bullet back a little bit. So,
and it was just enough to go back a little bit too far on that animal, but lucky old Flinny tracked that one down. We got it all off camera because she was getting late and bits and pieces, and we had one young fella back at the house by himself, so we wanted to get back to the cottage and make sure he was alright. He ended up going up to Dave's house and watching the rugby anyway, so he had a good deal.
Yeah, you got the good time.
Yeah.
You got the fireplace in the rugby game.
Yeah.
While we were freezing our butts off. But no, it's been a good trip. It's been good. We've had to work with it. Like, this wind's been pretty bloody horrible this time around. We've had a bit of bad luck, but you know, with perseverance last night, we found our animals and picked up the 2 that we dropped. So that early spiky yesterday afternoon, we couldn't find that one, unfortunately, which I hate, but sometimes that happens. You can't have been hit hard enough.
No, I'm quite confident that deer will survive, mate. We did end up finding a little tiny bit of blood, but it was quite red blood. It wasn't really oxygenated blood. It wasn't any vitals, and I think you just hit him on the top of on the back.
I think I just skimmed him high, so I would have just nicked the top of his back, I think.
Yep, and
so I gave Clayton a bit of stick for giving me deer too close, really. So and yeah, because everything else around 250 fell over, so that was alright.
yeah, no, it was crazy, eh? And then one at 40 yards, bloody falls over, and yeah, like we said on the video last night, we're probably trying to be a little bit too greedy. We should have made sure that one was down and finished it off, and then carried on rather than moving on to the next ones. There's probably 15 odd deer in that little bit of bush right there.
Yeah, I think we just got overexcited.
Yeah, possibly.
Really, right? So,
the old hunting guide was trying to get the numbers all checked up so he could get back nice and early.
But yeah, we ended up picking 2 more up last night, just before dark. So
yep. So you said to me on the phone that you wanted 5 animals before you came down, so we managed to come up with the goods for you there.
Managed to get 5. So yeah.
One's a little bit of a scungy looking one, but you're still going to get a little bit of meat off him.
Get a bit off him, it'll be alright.
Yeah, we got that
part of it.
Young buck there. He possibly could have had potential, but he's quite spindly, so I don't think he probably would have grown into anything substantial, but he's definitely not going to now.
No.
And you got a couple of nice sized animals, so it sort of makes up for the smaller one.
And you know, with the weather being the way it is, I actually think we're quite lucky with what we got.
Yeah, yep.
Yesterday afternoon the sun came out for the first time in the weekend, and the wind eased off a bit, and sure enough all the deer came out, so
and we
just didn't come out in front of us.
And the luck we're having last night, it started off with that spiker, and then we went round to our sort of pack and save, I call it, and the deer are all coming out everywhere else apart from where we wanted them to. There was one little runt deer that he was a little skinny thing, he needed probably culling, to be honest with you. So we waited, and then we were actually just about to move to another spot, and we walked about 50 metres, and I thought, fuck, I'll just have one more look over there, and next minute, oh, there's 3, and then there must have been sort of 10.
3, and then the 2, and 1, and another 2, and they just all came out at once.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, boom, 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 just like that.
We got footage of the first one, which was a bit grainy, but yeah, then she was all fucking hell, like broke loose, so we were just trying to get numbers on the deck basically, and wounded a couple, but we managed to track them down. And
yeah, picked them up.
So all in all, what do you reckon, Jason, and the kids?
Yeah, really good trip, as always. Very enjoyable coming down here with Clayton and Ohene Rata hunting, and as hard as it was hunting, and it's real hunting, and we enjoyed every second of it. It's awesome.
Yep.
What do you reckon, guys?
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, awesome, guys. So we'll probably see you again anyway, Jace.
Oh, definitely, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely be back, and I'll bring the other 2 kids next time. So.
And it's always learning when it comes to hunting. Even when you're a hunting guide, doesn't mean that you know everything. I definitely don't know everything about hunting. There's probably a heap of guys out there that are way better hunters than what I am. But I just know this area, and I can get my clients onto the deer. So that's what it's all about. Happy clients at the end of the day, and providing them with a good trip and good times and good memories. So I reckon,
and a good step up on the food too, I must say.
Oh yeah. These guys got pudding. We didn't even film that. I was that gutted about fucking find deer and shit last night. It was like, fuck, I just want to... We were pretty buggered last night.
Well, we didn't get back to the house until 8:30, which was pretty bloody late, so...
Yeah, so... Well, you got to have some hunts that don't go to plan. Quite often the plans go to plan Z, like we were saying last night, but it all come together in the end, which is the main thing. You guys got some good prime venison to take home, so...
Nah, happy as.
Mate.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think we'll make that a wrap on this one, eh?
Cool.
And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and make a comment, but don't make a negative one. Cheers.
Cheers.